Our LCS is Cowabunga Comics out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, and their mail order company, Deep Discount Comics. And we went there, and we were actually invoice number 00001. We were the very first their very first customer, which was kind of cool. They've been nothing short of fantastic, customer service wise. Discounts, they were very close, if not the same or better than DCBS on a lot of things. Over and above, customer service wise, always taking care of us, going the extra mile. So responsive, getting instantaneous responses back to questions about things, and to the point where knowing the stuff you like and anticipating your needs and having it suggested that you might want to add this to your order already before you even have to think about it. That's kind of cool. Really quality experience. So we love working with Cowabunga and Deep Discount, and that's why they're in our show notes every single episode, and have been for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. That we leave them there because we like them. They're cool, good people. That's why they're in there. By God, they'd tell you to, if you've got a local comic book shop that you love, stay with them, because everybody needs to support their local comic shops. But if you're looking, check them out. You can check them out in the show notes. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of them. Either get on their list, just so you can check and see what kind of FOC and pre-order stuff they have and the discounts, and they'll send it to you each month, get you on that email list. And you can check out their shop, because they have a great shop of exclusive Cowabunga variants. Amazing stuff. Yes, they've always been there for us, and we take them for granted. So there you go. Now you know.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 782, for comics originally releasing November the 22nd and November the 23rd. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, just a reminder that Wednesday is also Local Comic Shop Day. So even if you weren't planning on heading to the store to pick up your books this coming Wednesday, of course, Thanksgiving Eve, if that's considered a thing, stop in, support your local comic book shops, throw them a couple bucks, pick up a couple back issues, if nothing else. But this is a day to support local and support the geeky stuff. Right, Drew?
Yes, and if you're in our hometown, Thanksgiving Eve is spent at the local watering hole.
Oh, yeah. It's a day to pack out the bars.
Yeah.
It's the first time back from college.
It's ridiculous. Not me, of course, but others I've heard do this.
Yeah. As a man who runs a liquor shop, I'm quite busy next week.
Yeah, I bet. Well, I mean, you got to get hammered before you spend a long weekend with your family.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much understandable.
Mom doesn't understand me.
So we're going to try to look at some of the titles, and I grabbed the list from Bleeding Cool, and Bleeding Cool, of course, is a garbage website full of spam and crap and serving me ads, but I'll try to get through it. So there's lots of cool stuff coming out for Local Comic Book Shop Day on the 23rd. We've got a cool Chroma Lorenzo De Felici cover that's very cool looking. I like it a lot. And the Walking Dead wraparound, which is pretty sweet. Is that 50?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 50. So that'll be nice.
Love the 8 billion genies one. That one is an awesome sketch.
Oh, I haven't got that one.
Sorry.
I was looking at this Behold BMS #1, which was a cool gatefold as well. Quick Stop, Spider-Man. Oh, man, where are you at? You saw those 8 billion genies.
I am on the article that came out on the 17th that gives the top 8 products for
LCS. Okay. I am not.
Okay. So I will tell us about Dark Spaces Wildfire, the Scott Snyder Hayden Sherman book that's coming out from IDW. Has a really nice looking local comic shop day. But like I said, the 8 billion genies is a all white sketch cover that has that, that slightly all-agey genie on the front, except it's just the outline sketch and nothing else in it. It's very cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very Ryan Brown.
That's the one that came out on the 17th, so I got the wrong one. All right.
Yeah. Well, there's no wrong one. There's just, different sets of information here.
That is the sketchiest of sketch covers, right? For the
I'm interested in that and the Quick Stop #1, the Dark Horse Quick Stop Kevin Smith comic.
So Once Upon a Time at the End of the World from Boom is a Jason Aaron book. Post-apocalyptic Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
That could be good. It's no Southern Bastards, but I'll take it.
Have you watched Weird, the Al Yankovic story?
No, I've heard it's like incredibly weird.
It's very good. It's very good. But there is a LCS Day comic, the Illustrated Al Songs of Weird Al Yankovic hardcover, written by Al Yankovic. $30 book there.
That's great.
And then a couple big Spidey books. The Spider-Man #2 Mobili variant, Francisco Mobili, with a really good cover there. Big fan of it. And then there's, of course, just the ASM 13.
Those what, like 10, 15 books maybe coming out?
So well worth heading to your LCS.
Yeah, make your way there the day before Thanksgiving. Throw some shekels towards your local comic book shop and pick some of these cool little versions that you'll never be able to get anywhere else.
Yep.
Kind of cool.
Shop local before you eat, and then go Black Fridaying, and then go Cyber Mondaying. Don't forget your LCSs.
There you go. All right, man. Let's pivot over to our previews book and take a look at Boom. We did Image last week. So let's continue and Boom and some of the other mid-tier publishers.
Yeah. So they've got a big splash page where they're talking about their Mosley #1, a new limited series. But the first thing we get into is, of course, Dune, House Harkonnen #1 of a 12-issue series centering around good old Dune, which I didn't watch, and now that I look at this, I probably should watch that.
Yeah, I watched about half of it, and then my subscription ran out for HBO Max.
Yeah.
and then by the time I renewed my HBO Max, it had left. So I don't know if it's back or not. I need to look that up. I need to look that up and see if it's streaming again, because I want to finish it. But I was like not in any hurry. I had already heard that it was a 2-parter, and I was like, I guess it's no big deal that didn't finish it.
But we have multiple covers for Dune. We have the main cover there, a variant cover, a blank sketch cover by Na, an incentive cover, and other incentive covers, 2 FOC reveal covers that we have yet to see the artist on, and a big and an unlockable variant. So all kinds of fun stuff there.
Yeah, and this in the interior pages, it doesn't look Dune-ish.
No,
it looks very brightly colored and
yeah. What if Dune was over and everybody was happy?
Yeah. And then we do kick into Mosley. It's a Rob Guillory book. Sam Lofty doing the art. And man, I cannot read it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. The Farmland creator, blah, blah, blah. It's a satirical sci-fi blockbuster, perfect for fans of God Country and Ghost Cage. I'm guessing you didn't read either one of those, Kyle.
God Country, yes. Ghost Cage, no.
Yeah. I don't remember God Country, so I must not have finished it.
Whoops.
Yeah, so, yeah, okay. Interesting look.
Looks like a lot of dude hits things with hammers.
Yeah. We see House of Slaughter continuing with issue 11. SIKTC, it's 28.
I wish if I could go back in time, I would have just got all of the covers of Something is Killing the Children, because they're all so darn good.
Yeah, you could have made some money too.
Yeah.
I don't know who Locatelli Corn Whiskey is, but that person, Loic, I don't even know if that's a man or a woman's name. This doesn't matter. That wrote Persephone is doing all the writing, all the art, and the covers for Flavor Girls, which is a certified cool hardcover advanced solicit. Collects 3, count them, 3 issues in this hardcover, but it ends up being 176 pages with those 3 issues. So I'm guessing there's some back matter.
Yeah, they've fluffed her up something.
Yeah. Sarah's an international peacekeeper who finds herself in over her head when she's thrown into this crisis in a way she never could have imagined.
This is what all you Sailor Moon fans have been waiting for, they say. But
yeah, you're looking at the cover and you're saying, "Ew!" I can tell that's what it was. Yep.
I'm starting to twitch.
Then we get a deluxe edition of The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, which was a fantastic book from last year.
This one's encompassing all 5 issues at 144 pages.
One of the best Ram V, the best of Ram V, I would say. Know Your Station, not familiar with that.
The second one, we haven't read this one yet, so that's why we're still a little unfamiliar. We haven't got the first one yet, but another horror book. Yeah. As with Behold Behemoth, I have not read that first issue. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, I had the opportunity to read. I just have not done that yet. It's Jason Aaron. What are you waiting for?
What am I waiting for? I don't know. My giant ass stack of books. I'm trying to whittle away at it.
Love the cover on Specs number 3 of the bloody milk carton. Very reminiscent of like an ice cream man kind of cover.
Yeah. The approach, that first issue was really good, and of course it's Han and Hurley.
I was gonna say that's clearly Jeremy Hahn. I love that main cover.
Yeah, it's our boys.
Speaking of boys, Cy Spurrier writing "Damn Them All" is on its 4th issue.
Yep. And Charlie Adler.
A Dan Mora cover as well.
Very
Charlie
nice.
Adler covers and Dan Mora. Why is it good artists have good variants, but you scroll up to some of these other books and like not one of the artists jumps off the page, but then this is you're like, I gotta choose between multiple people I really like.
It's Briar 4, the final one. I like that Jermaine Garcia cover with the sword blade. That's pretty sweet.
Yannick Paquette cover there too. Penultimate Eve, Children of the Moon.
Grimm's back with issue 7. I kind of thought it ended.
Yeah, it's not even active.
Yeah, kind of like it ended and it was like really murky. Like, well, this might be it.
And it ended on 5. 5 issues is how they do their arc. So this is the 2nd issue of the 2nd arc.
Yeah. So either I misinterpreted the letters at the end from the creators, or it sold well enough that they were able to go back to the well.
Really nice Dan Panosian incentive cover there too.
Mm-hmm.
Cullen Bunn's Bathcloth as a 3rd volume.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Bathcloth.
Gotcha.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, number 2. Not the same as Batman. Sorry, this team up is not something I've looked for, except I do like the fact that we get Kevin and Freddie Eastman covers.
Yeah.
Who's Freddie Eastman?
I'm going to assume a child.
His kid?
Or no, that's Freddie Williams.
Oh, I thought you said Freddie Eastman.
So Freddie Williams, I assume coloring them? Is that what he does?
I don't know.
Very good covers, though. But on this one, I actually like that Bone Bernardo TMNT variant. That's a really good looking one.
Then I check out until we get to Dark Horse.
But hold on, I'm still stuck on this. Can I?
Okay.
So there is a Young Jun Kun cardstock variant where they have placed the turtles in the Power Rangers outfits, and it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life.
But are you strangely attracted to it?
Yes, this has brought out something weird in me I didn't know was. All right, my apologies. Moving on past all of the Power Rangers of the world. Into the Magic the Gathering escapades.
Yeah. Don't care about that either, even though it's Jed McKay.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, I'm bouncing down to Dark Horse to Spy Superb, which is a debut issue on the Flux House imprint from Matt Kent and Charlene Kent doing a cover.
Yeah.
And that could be a kid or a wife.
Tula Lote gets a variant as well.
So much nepotism in comics.
Why not just reach down the hall and go, hey, you want to draw a cover for this book?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, my cousin wants to be a comic creator. Can he do that? Yep. Sure. Come on in. This is John Wick meets Wes Anderson in a mystery thriller about a secret organization that's developed the perfect spy.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. I do like Wes Anderson.
Mm.
And I do like John Wick.
Yeah.
Back to the well with some Stranger Things.
The Many Ghosts of Dr. Brenner, #1. Now, true form, I do have a lot of questions about all the Brenner stuff, but I don't know.
Am I going to read that? Probably not.
Very intrigued, though. Dragon Age, the missing #1. Haven't had a new Dragon Age video game in a while, but they are cranking out some comics, that's for sure. All right, and then we have the samurai satire that is White Savior #1, written by Eric Nguyen, who is also doing art and cover A's. An ancient prophecy foretold of an outsider that would save the peaceful village of Inoki from an unstoppable army. A man who would confuse the people at first with his unconventional ways, but lead them to the light. Nathan Garam, captain in the United States Army, known for his viciousness in battle on the American frontier, could be that man if he weren't such an awful drunken idiot. It sounds like that Tom Cruise movie that we had 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, oh, yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. But this looks funny because you see him in the preview pages we get. He lands in a cart and says, "Ow, my balls! I've landed on my balls." So they're right up my humor already. So might be worth a check. This is okay. The Old Man Logan artist.
Yeah, and then we go into a couple of Frank Miller, Jeff Darrow hardcovers for
second editions of these things.
Big Guy and the Rusty Boy Robot. I guess this is a trade, not a hardcover.
Yeah.
And then Hard Boiled, which is I don't think I've read either one of these. These are Eisner winners. They're Frank Miller. Art looks I don't know when they came out originally, but I must have not been reading comics, so I don't remember either one of these. Very cool. Something worth checking out. Then we're going to slide into some of Dark Horse's Star Wars offerings.
Some of their rehashing of some old stories with their hyperspace heroes, or hyperspace stories, and then they are collecting some of them in a trade paperback as well.
Are these old Dark Horse books?
I don't know. They're old stories, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And do they all take place in that mythical time after Jedi?
Well, this like Hyperspace Stories 5 involves Count Dooku, so that's prequel territory.
Okay, gotcha. Because the cover is Leia and Luke, right?
Correct. Yeah, Ventress and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, from the darkest days of the Clone Wars comes a taste of evil and intrigue.
So that's
right up your alley, Drew.
That is
prequel to Clone Wars.
Oh my God, that was a rough one.
Ooh, we have a Star Wars Rebels hardcover. That's cool. Some of the art from that show that you're not watching.
What is Oh, it's the art of Star Wars Rebels
Correct.
and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Is that another cartoon?
That's a game, homie.
Fallen Order is?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And High Republic Adventures is what IDW was doing.
Correct.
And now they're doing it with a different team, it looks like.
Dark Horses, yeah.
Okay. All right, Dark Horse. You need to do something fresh. Give me
That's kind
something.
of what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. No more rehash. Or go back and do like we haven't done any Knights of the Old Republic for a long time, right? In comics.
Knights of the High Republic or Knights of the Old Republic?
Old Republic, right?
Old Republic, yeah, that's 3,000 years ago. It's a bunch of cool stuff you could do back then.
Yeah.
We got stuff from the Bendis verse.
Yeah, some powers. And the ones. Powers I like. Don't know about that other one.
Did you read Snow Angels by Jeff Lemire and Jacques?
I did not. Is this an OGN or was this already out?
It is collecting the Snow Angels trade paperback volume 1 and volume 2. So
Yeah, I missed this one as well.
yeah. I'm a big Jacques guy. You
Less so.
less so. Yes.
Richard Starking's doing Ask for Mercy. I like Richard Starking's Elephant Man a lot. That's a really great book that I've enjoyed. I'm not familiar with Ask for Mercy. I missed that one, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I think I might like it.
There you go. I think I missed this Assassin's Apprentice last month. We've got the second issue of that popping through. It's a Jody Hauser written book.
Okay.
Jordi Belair doing a cover on it.
The quick stops didn't grab me.
Oh yeah, not a fan. A little too off the wall.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. Didn't do much for me.
There you go.
Dead Mall was really good though. I really enjoyed the first issue of Dead Mall. Felt like pretty much every zombie horror type movie, but it still was engrossing.
I don't know why this made me laugh. Did you read the tagline or the solicit? As the survivors try to evade the grasps of the mall walkers.
Yeah.
The mall walkers, so the old ladies that walk around. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I just seen them in the shadows. I have not met them yet either because I only read the first issue.
Very cool.
It's only Teenage Wasteland from Kurt Pyers gets its second issue. More song lyrics as comic titles, please. I like it. Survival Street gets collected as a trade. I've got that last issue sitting there waiting on me. I need to read it. Resident Alien: The Book of Love was its third issue. Hope that's good. And some novels.
Yeah.
Novels. What's that about?
Not sure why they're in here, but hey, each their own.
Yeah. Threw me. And a bunch of hardcovers, a bunch of trades. As we slide into Dynamite, I'm thinking is next.
Yeah.
Yeah, all new adventures of Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. The theme song is playing in my head right now.
All new adventures by writer Amanda Dibert and artist Carlo Laura, who I don't know either one of them. So, I mean, I guess you don't need to be a big name to do Darkwing.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like on character.
Yeah. And if, just to remind you that we're doing the Wayback Machine Gargoyles #2, having its second issue there. Whew. The Amanda Conner Limited Virgin cover tee is a $50 book. Dynamite continues to do Dynamite.
Yeah. Gargoyles gets second issue.
Second issue still has 24 covers, it looks like, and I'm not exaggerating.
Crazy.
Let's get dangerous. Purgatoria by Ray Fawkes.
What is that on there? Oh my goodness. Green Hornet. I keep thinking I need to revisit a Green Hornet. It's kind of noirish.
Yeah.
I might like it. Oh, that's a new Nancy Drew. I'm not sure I read that one. Oh, wait, that's the Kelly Thompson. Yes, I did. .007 gets to issue 006. And Lord of the Jungle, some Ninjets.
Oh, wow.
Siren's Gate.
What do I know Fred Van Lente from?
Valiant books, probably.
Valiant.
Yeah, he did a lot of them. Jumped around. The art on this Siren's Gate looks CGI.
Mm-hmm.
AI drawn, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can see that.
I love it. Wow, look at that Vampirella versus Red Sonja cover A.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Two cosplayers for the price of one.
Wow. These Dynamite statues are limited to 49 of them. Worldwide, 49. So,
Not 50.
how much do you think of... Oh, it's $250.
That's way less than I thought. I was gonna. If you'd have had me guess, I would have guessed north of $400.
We're still doing collectible coins. Thought we'd given up on the collectible coins. Those aren't the same coins, right? Those are new coins by now?
I don't know.
I don't either.
It looks like the same coin.
Yeah. And I think that's all of our middle tier stuff. Golly, Dynamite, you sent us out on a whimper. Let's head over.
Yeah. I get into Aftershock. I get excited. I'm like, oh crap, that's one of our lesser published.
That's the back half. We can't do that one yet. All right, let's head over to CBSI. Our not so good friends, because they once
I'm
again
going to stop giving them
week.
credit. So let's go over to another site and look at a top 10. It doesn't come out in time to be as helpful as we'd like it to be. So they are just the random hot 10 list.
Yes. And I don't know if they know when we record and they wait for our recording to be over and then they publish their little website list, or I mean that seems a little C4FAP centric, doesn't it?
Yeah. If it's not rotated around me, I don't care about it. So I'm going to assume it's because of me, and now I'm angry.
It's quite possible.
All right. And at rank number 1, we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 10 from 2015. Arals are again over $50. This one has yo-yoed over the past year. It is back up again after the voice casting of Daniel Kaluuya. Yeah, the dude from Get Out and Black Panther. So much stuff is just writhing around this Into the Spider-Verse. and who's going to be the next big thing from that. At rank 2, we have Black Panther number 3. 9.8s are $200, $80 to $90 for Raw. I'm assuming we might hit some spoiler stuff too, so just FYI, because if we start getting Black Panther 3, I haven't seen the movie, but who knows?
Yeah, you're
just
right.
FYI for people. So, spoiler alert, blah, blah, blah. I will say one thing. Tosin is still going strong, but I'm not really understanding the reasoning behind this current surge. Haven't seen the movie yet, so maybe there's something that we are not aware of. Then we have Omega Man number 3. 9.8s are over $350, up from $250 a few weeks ago. Can't see any Lobo news that wouldn't warrant an increase. Still a good Copper Age key, regardless of all this.
Yes.
At rank 4, we have the Death of Superman, the 30th anniversary pink foil. $400 for pink. Why not green or yellow? But those are probably coming too. The red just looks better, just saying.
$400 seems high.
Yeah. At rank 5, one of my personal favorites, Gears of War number 1, a CGC 10 sold for $900, and 9.9 sold for $400, and 9.8s are $265. Raw copies also saw a 50% increase in price, up to around $25 or $30, after it was announced that Netflix was going to make a movie. Let's see how The Last of Us does on HBO before we go crazy for this property. No, I like this property better than the stupid Last of Us.
CGC 10.
Yeah, 10's and 9.9, so it must have been a thick boy book or something.
Yeah, crisp cover stock.
At rank 6, we have Superman number 75, the special edition Dan Jurgens 1 in 25 foil, up to $45 or $50. Bit of nostalgia with this one. That being said, did we really need a reprinting of a book that was the most overproduced book of all time? Lovely.
Looks like we did.
Yep. At rank 7, we have NYX number 3. I'm hoping this is a sign of things to come. The downturn of this book all year bottomed out in October, where 9.8s fell from the $2,000 down to like $1,200. Then a shift into buying with multiple sales in now $1,300 to $1,400 range. Have keys bottomed out, or will they continue to drop? At rank 8, we have Avengers World number 9 by your boy Nick Spencer. $20 to $25. More Azari speculation. Not the same person, people. Trying to figure that square peg into the round hole doesn't fit, but who knows?
NYX3 is first X23?
Yep.
Is that what it is? Okay. Or is it the first Laura before she's X23? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Same character, who knows?
Yeah.
At rank 9, we have Dark Ride number 2, the Agnes Garbowska and Tony Fleek's 1 in 25 variant. It's up to almost $50. Dark Ride makes the list back-to-back issues. This is going to be a must pick up every month with Dark Ride.
Dark Ride, huh?
Yeah. And at rank 10, we have Ninja Funk number 1. So there's literally no way for us to showcase any of the dozens and dozens and dozens of variants for this book. Tons of sales, tons of homages on Ninja Funk.
Okay.
And honorable mention for all the Kevin Conroy signature series. Of course, when anybody passes, they go up in price, but we try not to make any money on that. Don't feel icky. Do what you got to do. And then the other honorable mention, Man O' Mars number 1 by our good friends Varios. $1,000 for a raw book. First appearance of John Glenn saving She-Hulk.
What?
This is a gorgeous cover with a gorgeous colors. Not sure why we love these old sci-fi books.
John Glenn? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. All right, Drew, you want to look at our FOC list, our final order cutoff, see the books that we can still get on our list and still get sent to us before it's too late.
I do. I want to see what's out there.
All right, let's start with our good friends at Lunar Distributions. I will be following along with my nice little order form from our good friends at Deep Discounts Comics to see if I need to add anything to my list this week. But let's start and see what the DC items from Lunar are.
I mean, there's lots of above average covers from DC, obviously. And then The Sosei Mayaki, of course, for Catwoman 50 is pretty nice and shiny. Stepan Stasic is really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of solid. Tula Lotte, really good. Plenty of quality covers in that Catwoman 50. And and hey, hats off. Catwoman made it to 50.
I'm going to tell you right now, probably my pick of the week is this George Perez tribute cardstock variant from Dark Crisis on Infinite Earth 7. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm not there yet. Which one? Oh, the one with all the people on it?
Yep, all the people on it. And then George sitting there in the front.
Straight up or independently orderable.
Yep, cardstock. Bump.
Very nice.
It's a great cover.
But then there's a premium tribute virgin foil version of that thing.
Yeah. 1 in 350.
Yeah. Ouch. Finishing up DC versus Vampires All Out War.
So this Death of Superman 30th Anniversary Special #1 is actually going to a second print as well. $11 for that book.
Crazy. Then we get the GCPD Blue Wall issue 3.
Great covers.
They're great covers, yeah.
Both Reiko Murakami and Steve Epting. Both very, very good covers.
Yeah.
Man, the Harley covers have gone too far. They're just dumb now.
Yeah, it just depend. I think it's like month to month. There's no consistency. I'll give you that.
This is a dumb month then.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumb months, what the heck is going on with Nightwing cover A?
Just going with some reverse color scheme there. It kind of works. No?
No.
Do you like the goggles askew?
I mean, Dan Mora. But it's 1 in 25, so I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, you can talk about them all you want, you little booger. You just can't pick them. And it's also the cover F. Is that a straight up?
That's what is the difference? Okay, one's a 1 in 25 virgin, and then one's just the cardstock.
Yeah, so you can. There you go. You can get it. Get it.
The Spawn cover is cool.
If you're into that, I like that. I like that Bruno Redondo 1 in 50 with all the lettering behind it. That's pretty nice.
I think it looks stupid.
We are polar opposites.
Well, the thing is, I actually like Grayson, so like I'm offended when I see this stupid stuff.
Okay. All right.
He's a big brother. He's a superhero. He's a spy. He's an ally. He's sexy. He's a lover. This is so stupid.
I guess I didn't read. I guess I didn't read.
Ugh.
I just looked at the big words that were like, not that, not those.
Yeah. Hitler on the cover usually sells books. Road Trip to Hell #2 of Scout Comics.
There you go. Good stuff from DC and the gang. So Kyle's early pick in the clubhouse needs to be taken down is the cover F Dark Crisis Infinite.
The George Perez.
Yeah. Let's see if we can knock that up its pedestal. Let's take a look at image with an Art Brute #1 from my boy W. Maxwell Prince, but this is a what is it?
Resolicit?
Oh, it's old stuff that's being republished, re-released.
Yeah.
Re-released, I think is the word I was looking for. but it'll be cool. And it's
Promise?
the same team as Ice Cream Man. So so many covers. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Hell to Pay.
Now, should we be looking at these dark rides?
Second print.
They were talking about
What is
dark
it?
rides being hot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like any of them, so I don't think so. What were you talking about? Hell to Pay?
Hell to Pay, #1, going to a second print.
Very nice. Ice Cream Man 33 getting 3 covers. Everlasting getting 3. I guess everybody's getting that extra cover with Spawn on it that they wouldn't normally get.
So would you consider Ice Cream Man 33 an homage to my favorite Batman and Robin cover?
Let me go back to that. Which one am I looking at?
Ice Cream Man.
Oh, okay.
33.
Maybe because of the color scheme.
I think they're in like the same pose. I'm gonna have to do some.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's the exact pose. 'Cause that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. It's that Frank Quietly, right?
Yeah.
Over. 2
Yeah,
graves.
it's the exact same pose with the vehicle behind them. Yeah, that is.
So that amps it up, right?
Yeah.
In your estimation.
I have to have that.
That is pretty nice.
Quietly did the cover there, and then Chris O'Halloran or whatever did the good.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up on it either, Kyle. So that was a pretty good snag on your part.
Yeah. Crap. Have to have it. Just how things work. All right, I may have.
That's the thing about FOC is you can make it yours.
Did I dethrone my prior pick? We shall see.
And boom, gives us Grim back again. I really thought Grim was over. Okay.
So you thought a successful book was just going to be like 5 and out?
It just felt like, well, they could revisit it, but they don't have to. It can end right here. And I don't know. But I got the sense that it was over. But I've been I'm wrong all the time on those.
Nothing else for me in Boom.
No, or Dark Horse.
Not a lot of books coming in Dark Horse, unfortunately. We talked about Assassin's Apprentice. Here's the first issue. Jody Hauser, Robin Hobb, Ryan Kelly on art. The first comics installment of best-selling author Robin Hobbs's Assassin's Apprentice. So this is, I guess, something we know from a different format, maybe?
Maybe. Joe Fixit gets his first issue from Marvel. 3 covers, none of which jump out at me. That's fantastic. And we're going back to these window shades variants, which we hated.
Yeah,
pretty
those
much.
were so dumb.
I was hoping for a little more from the Fixit. Maybe I can get it from the Scarlet Witch launch. They're also doing a god dang window shades variant. Is that Adam Hughes doing that? Yeah, Adam Hughes is doing the classic homage, but the look on her face is just maniacal. I don't like it. And it's Steve Orlando.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which I have a bad track record with Steve Orlando, so no, I don't think that's gonna do it.
Like the big splash in the front of the classic Hughes. The witch is back.
Yeah. Oof, man.
Not getting the art on Spider-Man number 2 second print, the Bagley variant. They're not giving us the art yet on that one. Same thing with Star Wars Mandalorian number 5, the second print.
Must be new.
Yeah.
Or they'd give it to us. So a late shipping Gun Honey foil Sozamaki.
Ooh.
The good folks at Comics for Fun and Profit have been doing 2 episodes a week for quite some time now, and it's all thanks to, first of all, Jason, and second of all, our patrons, who allow us to add the space on our server, broadcast more, store more, share more with you, the listeners. I'm envious of those of you who have unlimited storage and media server capabilities. We pay for ours here at the C4FAP. It ain't cheap. We thank you so much for those of you who go to patreon.com/comicsfunprofit and contribute at any level to say thanks, to say, I want to be a part of your Slack channel conversations. I want to get exclusives. I want to get early access. I want to get ad-free access. I want to get swag. I want to get some free stuff. Whatever your reasoning is, we appreciate it at any level because it does make a difference. So from the bottom of Kyle and I and Jason's heart, thank you for contributing.
Minecraft-inspired misadventure of Freegal and Fluffy. Are those characters that you are familiar with, Kyle?
I am unaware of Freegal and Fluffy.
Should we bring in Lincoln and ask him?
Yes, I shall bring a child.
We need an expert opinion on Minecraft. Wake up. Daddy's got a question.
Come and make yourself worthless.
Oh, man, Kyle. I might have to go back and rethink something I've passed on.
So we talked a little bit about all the Ninja Funk homages. I very much like Ninja Funk 2 homages. They've got the Edge of the Spider-Verse 2 homage there.
I don't really want to take one of yours, so I think I'm gonna.
Why don't you take Perez and I'll jump to my boy for ice cream?
No, you can have whoever you want.
I'm jumping to Ice Cream Man.
You're jumping ice cream and leaving poor old Perez.
Yep. Posthumously sitting there.
Well, I don't love it, so I'll probably I'm gonna have to take Art Brute then, which is kind of
really
cool. Yeah,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm taking Art Brute. You take Ice Cream Man.
You're taking a reprint of something we didn't bother to read the first time.
It's the same guy doing both books. I like
that's okay. Synergy. It's thematic. I'll give you the thematic.
I like the thematicness of the 2 picks.
Yeah.
Over not the rarest of the George Perez covers.
Gotcha.
On the book.
But I am giving you Ice Cream Man 33 cover A.
Right. The one that looks like Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin homage.
I'm with you.
Love it.
All right, let's slide on over to now our good friends. Our
good friends at Cover Price that just have things out for us, and
they have stuff
aren't
out
playing their wicked games.
They are trying to derail the show week after week after week.
At rank number 1, we have Omega Men number 3 from 1983. Of course, Lobo, we talk a lot about that. Features the first appearance of Lobo, a fan favorite, crude dude. Some of those fans include James Gunn and Jason Momoa, and just a couple of influential cats over at DC at the moment. 89 copies selling on the secondary market. CGC 9.8's $360, and Raw Beautiful Ones over $100. So crazy.
Nice.
Spoilers, 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 spoilers. At rank 2, we have Black Panther number 3 from 2022. Tosin's first appearances in this book and has been a hot book ever since speculation has previously driven this book back up with light rumors of Tosin's inclusion in Black Panther, the sequel. Tosin T'Challa has no comic book first appearance right now, at least. However, many recent buyers of this book feel that Tosin could very well be a nickname for Tosiana Sant. Tosin has no direct familial connection to T'Challa in the comic books, and he's much older, despite the answers falling back to Tosiant simply being an original MCU character. Fans need to assign a first appearance to T'Challa's on-screen son. It's important to know that Marvel Comics has big plans for Tosin, so he's still a solid market value, even though it's a bit displaced here. 46 copies are moving, though. $81 for Raw and $200 for CGC 9.8s.
How do you know? Are you Kevin Feige? How do you know Marvel has big plans for Tosin?
Yeah, that is the question.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't really speculate either.
Yeah. At rank 3, we have Lobo number 1, an ugly 90s cover. Ugh, from 1990. Busy week for Lobo. Jason Momoa seemingly confirmed he would love to see the character on the big screen, and boom, James Gunn posts a picture of Lobo to his Mastodon, a decentralized social media service account. CGC 9.8 is $175 and $13 for Raw. ASM 10 from 2014. This book jumped from our runner-up list last week to number 4. Per the Hollywood Reporter, Daniel Kaluuya will voice Spider-Punk in the upcoming Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. News has reached all corners of the fandom, seeing fans grabbing up copies of Spider-Punk's first appearance. Track 23 copies. $250 for CGC 9.8s and $70 for Raws.
Crazy.
Black Panther number 3, the second print. Same reasons, but this time the second print. And $18 for Raws and CGC 9.8s for $120. Then the book right before that, Black Panther number 2, but this is actually from the 2005 series. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever just dropped, and one of the film's main focus is Shuri. Well, she's first appeared in this book, and fans are eager to grab up this key. And in the event her ascent into fan favorites continues, an iconic mainstay could continue. Track 22 copies sold, high of $325 for CGC 9.8, and New Year Mint fair market value of just north of $103.
If we go back to Amazing Spider-Man 10, so that's the slot run from 2014. Is that right?
2014, yes.
Was that slot? I think so. I can't tell. Yeah, that's slot. Okay, that's Dan's slot. And that's the first Spider-Punk who's going to be voiced by Daniel Kaluuya in the animated series.
Yeah.
So we think we got. Do we sell that while it's hot right now? We don't think there's more that Spider-Punk can do. I mean, that's as hot as it's going to get, right?
It's also the second appearance of Silk
in Amazing Spider-Man 10.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting as well.
Okay. Well, I'm saying sell, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to stick around, but there are going to be 2 Spider-Verses, Into the Spider-Verses, right?
Correct.
It's part 1, part 2. So
correct.
And it'll take all year or 2 years?
2 years. They're dragging it out.
2 years. So maybe not. I don't know. Depends on if he's a breakout or not, I guess.
Spider-Punk's dope.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Spider-Man 75, the 1 in 25. Death of Superman. Did I say Spider-Man? I meant to say Superman 75, Dan Jurgens 1 in 25. The Death of Superman was a hobby-encompassing event. With the 30th anniversary upon us, DC decided to reprint the classic tale with some awesome variant covers, including this one. Dan Jurgens did the iconic original issue 75 cover and crushed the new one in 25. Tracked 13 copies sold. $51 for a raw copy, but you can get them for around $45. Invincible Iron Man 9 for 2016. By all accounts, fans love the appearance of Riri Williams and Ironheart in Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Spoiler.
I said spoiler at the top for this exact reason. Marvel has big plans for this character in the future, with an already scheduled series coming to Disney+. Her first appearance in comics saw a bump in the aftermarket as a wider audience just became acquainted with the character who carries the legacy of Tony Stark on her shoulders.
As the group, the incredibly vocal group that hated She-Hulk, also going to hate Riri as Iron Man?
Probably not.
You don't think so? I think they're probably already got their Rotten Tomatoes review ready to sink it.
Unless Riri starts also tertiarily banging side characters in the MCU, I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Unless she starts twerking, so we'll leave it to that.
Okay. Well, I bet wouldn't matter what she does. We'll see though.
I think she's a lovable character. $393 for a CGC 9.8 and fair market value on Near Mint's $87. And Wolverine #1 from 1988 is a iconic, nice little cover of him on top of the pile there. The use of the word mutant is once again causing ripples in the aftermarket. Of course, arguably the most famous mutant of all would make an appearance on our list, expectations are high with a casual mention of a clawed man in a bar brawl in She-Hulk, and the confirmation Wolverine will appear in the MCU alongside Deadpool. Fans continue picking up this first issue of Wolverine's first ongoing series, tracking 16 copies on the secondary market. $500 for CGC 9.8s and Raws of $47. And more spoilers ahead, Drew. Avengers #6 from 2010. This book appeared on our top 10 a few weeks ago, and it's no wonder we are seeing it again after the release of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This book features the first appearance of Azari T'Challa Black, the son of Black Panther. With the introduction of young T'Challa, I'm horrible with names, T'Challa at the end of Wakanda Forever, fans continued to pick up the first full appearance of Azari. As noted above, Toussaint is an original MCU character with no comic iteration. Maybe Azari is as close as comic fans can get. But we did track 16 copies sold, $158 for CGC 9.8, and FMVs for $24.
Yeah, Azari's too close to the comedian who got canceled not that long ago.
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, you had to change that. Let's see. At link 11, we have a Deadpool #1, the Notorious B.I.G. We've got Secret. Better tell you what it's selling for. $55. Not bad. Secret Wars 8, our Spidey Black suit cover. Another 14 copies sold. $790 for a CGC 9.8. Raws around $236. That's pretty specific, actually. At rank 13, we have Spawn #1 from 92. Another 40 copies sold of Spawn this week, with a high sale of $239 for a 9.8, and near mints around $27. At rank 14, we have Secret Wars 1. 14 additional copies sold of this one that jump-started the Secret Wars series. 9.8 went for $400, and fair market value for a very fine raw was $37. Black
If
Panther,
only we'd known we could be getting $37 out of that book.
we get bot.
So many of them could have got for a dime.
Black Panther #1 from 1977. Sold 22 additional copies. This is Black Panther's first solo series. It's much more attainable. 22 copies sold. High sale of $12.50 for a CGC 9.8. Dang. And rank 16, we have Ghost Rider number 1 from 1990. Every fan is speculating Ghost Rider is going to appear in the MCU. Will it be Johnny Blaze, Daniel Ketch, or Robbie Reyes? Maybe they'll throw a curveball. Anyway, Danny Ketch's first appearance sold 11 copies. Had a high sell of $308 for a CGC 98. At rank 17, we have Hulk number 1 from 2008. This is Harrison Ford's casting leaves General Thaddeus Ross. Many believe this is the beginning of seeing the Red Hulk make his first appearance in the MCU. We tracked 15 copies sold, a high of $399 for a CGC 98, and near mints around $73. At rank 18, we have West Coast Avengers number 45. This is White Vision, continuing to have some staying power. 28 copies sold, high sale of $494.95 for a 98, and near mint copy sold for $52. At rank 19, Avengers number 1 from 2010. We strongly recommend you take time to watch the Black Panther Wakanda Forever before you look into this book. There are major spoilers as to why this book has been picking up speed. 15 copies sold, the high sale of $28 for a raw. And rounding out the top 20, we have Astonishing X-Men number 6. From 2004, Abigail Brand and Sword fall to the bottom of the list for Secret Invasion Disney Plus series. 14 copies sold, high sale of $230 for a 9.8. Raw's around $3, Kyle. Raw's around $3. And that's a near mint raw at $3.
It's a hot book.
I mean, is that even cover? Might be from 2004. I'm not sure. That went out with a whimper. Number 20 did. So let's move on to new releases for this week.
Yeah, sneak peek at next week. Drew and I travel through and dig through all the stuff coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. And we pick out what we think the next big thing is or what you have to be reading. So, Drew, send it over to Lunar Distributions and see what's coming from DC.
I see a terrible 90s cover for Action 1049 that I hate.
It can't be worse than Superman World's Finest number 10, and it's our boy Dan Mora with a Paul McCartney karaoke cover.
Wow. Missed that one too. Batman Fortress, 7 of 8. That was another one I was like, I was reading issue 6 and I was like, man, how are they going to finish this thing? Because I thought it was a 6-issue miniseries. Mm-hmm. And I get to the end and it says to be continued. It's like, what's that? It's supposed to be a 6. It was never a 6, by the way. It was just me in my head thinking it was a 6. Because why would you be an 8 if you could be a 6, right?
Sorry, I was looking at an FOC list. Now I'm back on the actual releases, so ignore everything I said over the last minute.
Okay, good. I never did get to what you were talking about, so it's because it wasn't there.
Yep.
I don't feel so bad now. The Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City number 2 video game cardstock variant is very nice. Love that.
Classic Mike Allred on Batman the Audio Adventures number 3. Take that for whatever you will.
Are you a classic Mike Allred fan, though?
No.
You are not.
We know that.
Dark Crisis Dark Army, one shot. Oh, Sergeant Rock's come back for issue 3. Exciting stuff there.
I love that Francisco Francovelli cardstock cover for Dark Horror presents Sergeant Rock versus the Army.
Yeah, that's really great.
We killed him before, we'll kill him again.
There's a Harley cover you can get behind for DC Vampires number 11. Kyle.
Yeah.
That's a solid looking cover.
Except she's just It's just a normal Harley cover. We've just put a few scratches on her.
I still like it.
Yeah.
Nathan Zerdy does some good work.
Yeah.
Detective 1066, the J.H. Williams the third.
Taking some crazy liberties there, but I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really hate the 90s homages. Kyle, I hate them.
You lived through it. Did you know you were going back to it?
I must have been traumatized. I didn't realize it. It's PTSD.
That's the breaking of Batman's back homage.
Human Targets, issue 9. We had a Cully Hamner and a Greg Smallwood. Greg Smallwood's fantastic. So retro. Love it. See, that retro, I dig.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
So it's not all homages from days gone by that I don't like. Just those 90s ones.
Punchline getting both a dope Derek Chu cardstock and a really good Suzumiyakiya cardstock.
Yeah, and she didn't lean too far into the shiny latex.
No.
It's a little more subdued. Got a little bit of Peach Momoko in her there. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty nice cover. I like it.
I really like Dan Mora's take on the Tim Drake Robin number 3. Kind of a throwback look on that cover that I really like. More than the 90s cover. I think that's a better throwback, what Dan Mora did there.
That feels like a better nostalgic cover than the actual 90s does.
Yeah.
90s got a day glow color scheme to it that just doesn't work. But that's a terrible book, Kyle.
Wow, it's like I predicted that from way back when we first started. We talked about.
Yeah, it's really awful.
Yeah.
And I tried to read 2. I've read 2. I won't be reading 3.
You can 2 and out.
2 and out. I'm done. We get the 6th issue of 8 Billion Genies from Image. Can't wait to see what's going on there.
As well as don't forget that LCSD sketch of issue number 1.
There it is. Beautiful. Not $3.99 probably at your LCS, but maybe.
Yeah.
Damn Them All gets a second printing.
Here is Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, which I believe we talked about back at this is of course the Jason Aaron book. In this epic post-apocalyptic tale, Makio and Mezzi have never met anyone like each other, and they'll need all the help they can get to survive a planet ravaged by environmental catastrophes.
Which publisher is that?
Boom.
I just went right by it. I don't see it.
Yes, you did. Don't do that. There's a bunch of covers too, so I don't know how you did that.
Oh, I didn't click view all. That is why. That was a Del Mondo cover. Ooh. Ooh.
Again,
the Yoon is very nice.
The Yoon is very good. The stylistics of the Alexandre Tefengi was very good.
Tefengi, I like that.
Tefengi.
I guess the Del Mondo isn't the best one, really. It's tough. Tough call.
Decisions.
I probably would go Yoon. It's just...
I'm with you.
Probably would go Yoon. It's very nice. Good call out there.
Yeah. IDW with the local comic shop day version of their Dark Spaces Wildfires number 5. Of course, Quick Stop Stories number 1, the LCSD variant as well. That's the one thing I see in Dark Horse books.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give Amazing a few more covers for issue 14, just to Nothing special happening. Maybe there is something special, but there's
I
like
was gonna say you don't know that.
5 or 6 covers for it.
Halloween covers. They look like.
So we're gonna relaunch Doctor Strange with Fall Sunrise #1. Trad Moore taking over. This Peach Momoko cover is very stylized. Kyle, you're the biggest Peach proponent. What do you think of that?
Which one?
The Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise Marvel.
A little dead-eyed, but not too bad.
Yeah.
I do
Trad
very
Moore
much
did,
like that. The David Mack Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Trad Moore did the run on Ghost Rider, right?
Yeah.
That's what I know him the best from.
That being said, I believe that Peach Momoko is the best looking of those covers.
Yeah, of all those covers, yeah, that's true. Star Wars Revelations, this is one that you were excited about.
Yeah.
It's finally out. Yoda, we were all excited about that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so I'm giving Momoko her flowers on this one. I love
The Dr. Aphra.
Of the Dr. Aphra cover.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That is awesome. Why's it got to be $6?
And why haven't we announced a Dr. Aphra show yet?
We know something's happening in Disney Plus, but you don't rush the mouse.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Mine all the original IP that you can, I guess.
Yep. And
then launch some new stuff.
Alpha Beta's #2 has a Super Mario 2 homage variant. Not too shabby. They also have a boys variant.
Where does Dr. Aphra fit in the chronology? I've forgotten. It's been so long.
It's a great question.
I think Darth Vader's around, so it's got to be.
Yeah, Vader's around. So
it's got to be after Empire, before Return?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. I think Darth was around in some of those early issues, right?
Yes, Vader is definitely something she's been running from.
Yeah, okay.
Alpha Beta's has some very cool covers because they've even got some video game and mod stuff there.
Is that Dynamite?
Yeah, smaller publishers. That is a Whatnot Publishing.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Bloodborne. Lady of Lanterns #3. Call Girl in Another World graphic novel from Ghost Ship. My goodness.
I love my In Another World animes.
Is that a theme, like a variation on?
Yeah, there's a sect of anime called Isekai, where essentially just somebody dies and then they're reincarnated in a fantasy world. A lot of times with their prior memories.
All right, that's cool. Cross Badlands Sea Day Worldwide Bag Set from Avatar. Avatar raises its ugly, dying head once more. Put out some books they found in the back of the closet. Phantom-esque from Lev Gleason New Friday Publishers.
What?
Yeah, Lev Gleason New Friday Publishers. This is Jacob Norris doing everything. Writing, art, cover. Action and Mystery is the name of the game for Phantom-esque. New Empire's leading masked investigator, teamed with his steadfast bodyguard and confidant. There is no case too dangerous, no case too small. It's all the same to Phantom-esque. I don't know. Depends. Let's see. Ooh, we got Fear of a Red Planet from Aftershock. with my boy Paul Azazeta doing the cover, but he's not doing interiors. Mark Sable and Andrea Olimpieri on interiors. Not quite as exciting. Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2, number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Just the single cover. This was an ash can, right?
Yes.
So the ash can went crazy, didn't it?
Yes.
Is this the first time this has been out? Is this like?
I believe so. I believe it's the first time.
Okay. Could be something.
Still a big Tori Amos fan?
No, probably not since the 90s when those covers were really in vogue.
Local Comic Shop Day 2022, Tori Amos Little Earthquakes hardcover, celebrating 30 years of Tori Amos's breakout album Little Earthquakes, the landmark release that established her iconic thematic voice, as well as her live intensity behind the keys with unflinching lyrics and songs that would inspire generations of artists and musicians. This graphic novel demonstrates the lasting influence of the defining works with 24 stories inspired by the 12 songs on the album, as well as the 12 B-sides that accompany the album and its associated singles.
If I had to choose between the Tori Amos hardcover interpretation of her songs versus the illustrated Al version of Weird Al,
Yeah.
probably lean towards Tori Amos.
We're going towards Weird Al.
Okay, you might go somewhere else. That's fine. That'd be tough, though. I'd like a third option if I could. Nobody's Girls, number 1 from Sumerian Comics. From the creators of You Promised Me Darkness, which I also don't remember. Emmett lives a very normal life until he finds a strange video that leads him on a peculiar search for a missing girl. A story about sex, violence, loneliness, and disappointment. The Kyle Ellinger story.
Hey, wait, what? What? Who?
Yeah, this is Damian Connolly doing the writing and the cover and bringing in Matthias San Juan for the interiors. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think if I wrote a comic, I would pull off the cover myself too. I mean, just like one like murky, abstract cover, I could probably pull off. Like no real detail to it. It doesn't really tell you anything about the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the best selling cover, probably. But I think that makes sense. I think I would do that too.
More of an underground cover.
Yeah. But they're doing 4 different covers for Nobody's Girls, so nice.
Anything else, Drew?
I'm thinking there's quite a few things to choose from now. I'm a little torn. Pulled in a few directions.
This is the point of the podcast where I asked Drew for his pick of the week. What's the one thing to go into our local comic book shops this coming Wednesday, which we're going anyways because of course, local comic shop day. Because I will be there picking up Once Upon a Time at the End of the World #1 from our boy Jason Aaron. And Drew will be picking up what?
You're going to do the Yoon cover?
I'm going to go cover A. Just a straight up Mark Delmundo cover A.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go tiny ass publisher with this Phantom-esque Lev
Tiny
Gleason.
ass publisher or tiny ass publisher?
Tiny ass.
Okay.
Like really small.
Okay, gotcha.
I said, what did you think I said? Like tiny-ish?
I wasn't sure if it was a tiny ass publisher or a tiny ass publisher.
What? I don't think there's any difference.
Zetascope tends to be the tiny ass publisher.
Oh, that took me a while to get there.
Yep.
But I'm now on the same page with you. Thank you. That was well worth the trip. So I'm gonna go with Phantom-esque from the Lev Gleason, the powerhouse publisher of Lev Gleason New Friday
cranking them out. Good stuff.
And a shout out to Star Wars Revelations #1, the Peach Momoko cover, as kind of a
Yeah,
awesome.
I would have bet my lunch that was the one you would have chosen.
Yeah, I actually am quite taken by this Jason Aaron book, and I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
Then you go with the Mark Del Mundo over the Yoon.
I think the cover A just kind of encompasses the story well enough that it's what you want from it. But I definitely like that Yoon cover as well.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, we thank you guys for tagging along with Drew and myself through all of our picks of the week. As November is just heading towards an end, and 2022 is heading towards the climax. Thank you so much for it. So make sure you head out to your local comic book shops this coming week, and make sure you head on over to patreon.com and find comics for fun and profit. It's only 2 things we're going to ask you for. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.